Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to talk about how to make your very own honey jar for money. Now financially we all need a little bit of a boost every now and again, so I'm going to do a quick tutorial on how to do a hoodoo honey jar for money. Now the first thing you want to do is get yourself some Florida water and rinse out the night before you begin your spell. Rinse out your jar with the Florida water to make sure that it's nicely cleansed and all that other good stuff. And it can be any size jar. This just happens to be an old mason jar that I had in the refrigerator, in the cabinet. So definitely want to start off with a jar with a nice tight sealing lid. You're going to get yourself green candles, whether they be taper, votives, or pillars. For this, I'm using a green figure candle. This is a male figure candle. If I was doing this for myself, I would actually be using a green female figure candle. So you're going to get your area set up. You're going to get your altar area set up, or wherever you're going to be doing your work. You're going to get your candles lit. You're going to burn your money incense, whatever that may be. And then you're going to start putting your honey jar together. Now, first thing you want to do is write out your petition on one of three things. You can write out your petition on a dollar bill of any bill of any denominations. You can write it out on ancestral paper or ancestral money, or you can write it out on joss paper. Now, this is traditionally used in Asia for ancestral offerings, but you can use it for money jars. And so you're going to get yourself your green ink, whether it be a pen or a permanent marker, and you're going to start off by writing out your need on this paper. You need money. Okay, so let's go ahead and say I need more money for bills, to live on, whatever have you. So you've written that out on your paper. After that, you're going to get yourself some cinnamon sticks of any size. You can break these in half to fit inside your jar or what have you. I've already broken off a small piece here, and I'm going to take that petition that I've written out and I'm going to roll it up inside the ancestral paper and cinnamon. I'm going to roll them together like so. So you have that. Now I like to add my honey at the end. Some people actually add their honey at the beginning, but again, it's a personal preference. So you're going to take your petition with your cinnamon stick and you're just going to drop it in there like so. Now, when I do my honey jars, or when I do my jars, I always work in series of 3. So if you're going to go with 3 herbs, go with 3 herbs, or 6 herbs, or 9 herbs. For this particular working, I'm doing 6 herbs. So I have some 5-finger grass. I'm going to add some of that into it. The 5-finger grass is love, money, health, power, wisdom, and it's a good drawing herb. So we've got that. And then me personally, I always like to add a piece of high john root. I love high john. It's wonderful. And I use it all the time. So I find myself a piece of high john root that I want to add to my honey jar. I don't want anything too big. So let's go with, let's see here. Let's go with this piece right here. So I'm going to add that into my honey jar, like so. Again, that's High John root. Then I'm going to add in a piece of devil's shoestring. I actually had an open bag. I don't know why I grabbed this one, but I'm going to grab myself and just break myself off a piece of devil's shoestring and add that in there. Okay, what else do I got? Now I am going to add in some lucky rice. You can find this at pretty much any hoodoo shop or occult, paranormal, witchcraft store. Usually carries some kind of lucky green rice. I'm going to add some of that in there. Then I'm going to add a mix of herbs, money drawing herbs that I made up myself. And I'm going to add that right into there like so. Alright. Alright, so you have your faux money or money. You have your cinnamon stick. I have 5 different herbs. The next thing I'll do is I like to take these little eucalyptus leaves. And what I like to do is I will take 3 of them. And I will draw dollar signs. And I'm going to add those right on into the jar also. So we have our lucky green rice, we have our herbs. Now you can add stones to honey jars that are associated with money. I like to add, generally I will add small pieces of pyrite. However, unfortunately I am out of pyrite, so I need to pick some up. So I'm going to use other green stones that have money drawing properties to them. And I'm going to add those right on into the money jar. Alright, so you have your stones in there. You have your herbs in there. You've got your ancestor money with the petition on there. You've got your cinnamon stick. Now at this point you can add other things like I'm going to add a small die for luck into that. You can add whatever it may be that is associated with the goal of the particular money jar that you're doing. If you were doing a money jar for love, everything inside would have correspondences to love. So, okay, we've got all of this in here. We've got our light rice in here. We've got our cinnamon in here. I'm going to add a witch bean in there. And then I will begin to add my honey. Now, this is organic honey from Puerto Rico. Every time I go home to see my mom, I always bring home a jar of this. So I would add this directly into the jar. Because it is completely organic and so thick, it actually takes a while to, it will actually take a while to fill up. So I'm not even going to bother doing that. I'll probably do that later when I actually do the actual spell work itself. But you will fill with your honey, you will fill the jar so that everything is covered. So everything that you have inside your money jar is covered. Now at that point, it's time to say your prayers. It is time to petition whatever deity, whatever Loa, whatever Orisha it may be, for their help. If you pray to Santa Muerte, you hold that jar and you say your prayer, you say your petition, what it is you want, and you go ahead and you close it up. You're going to swish it around, make sure that the honey is all covered, everything's covered in there, and then you're going to put it on your altar. Now, when I'm doing spell work, especially if I'm doing like a money jar, I will do it for 9 days. So I will actually have 3 candles, and each night I burn it down in 3. So first night, second night, third night, on to the next candle. Fourth night, fifth night, sixth night, on to the next candle. 7, 8, and 9. So I would do that for 9 nights in a row. 9 nights in a row. I generally start at 9 p.m. because I'm old. Anything after 9, I'm tired anyway. So, and once you do that and you've gone through your spell, you've said your prayers every night, and you have this working, at that point you let it do its work. You set it someplace on your altar, in your house, wherever it may be, and you allow the honey jar to sweeten the situation in which you're in. So if you're lacking in money, the honey jar is going to sweeten the pot per se. If you're doing this for love, it's going to sweeten the disposition of your mate or the person that you're directing this honey jar at, or it's going to sweeten the situation so that love will find you and love will come to you. And folks, that is how you do a quick, easy honey jar. This has been Deja with Twisted Sisters Mojo, and I hope to see you on the next video.